All right, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. Sorry, Odie. I just scared Odie. He just jumped up when I started talking. So, hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue, and I'm from OML Embroidery. And today, we're going to be working on this. Do you guys see this? Oh, nail check first. TARDIS blue with some sparkle, iridescent sparkle. It's both on same hand, same on both hands. Ha! There we go. Oh, I gotta get my chat up here so I can see what you guys are saying. So I see we can hear you. Thank you, Judy Quilt. I appreciate that. All the best to Mr. Quilt, of course, as normal. Robin says, good morning, Sue. Beth, hello. I haven't worked on anything this week. Chris Yost, good morning. Linda Baker, good morning. Fab Nails, says Sarah. Why, thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much. Hello, Sue and the whole OML gang. Hi, Julie. Thanks for joining us. Gorgeous nails. Yes. It's a heck of a color. It's Hollow Taco, by the way. If you guys don't know what that is, it's she used to do nail art videos, and she's Canadian actually, and she's in Toronto, and then she moved into making her own line of nail polish, and it's awesome. Awesome, awesome. And good morning, Maureen. Pretty nails, thank you. Jill Scarsburg, hello, hello. A gorgeous Saturday morning in PA, Pennsylvania. I might get that wrong. Enos, morning. I'm a big fan of you. Yay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the gang, of course. Oh, there we go, Jude. Hi, Miley. Hi, Miley. Are you good? You listening? Good, Miley. Hi from Troy, Michigan. I've been there. Gia. Diana, greetings from Wyoming. Julie, hello, Michigan. Hello. Nana, hi, Nana. Thanks for joining us. I love that color. Yeah, it's bright and bold, isn't it? Yeah, it really is bright. But that's what Holo Taco is. It's amazing. So it's a lot of fun. So we got lots of people here. Yay! So this week I've been really busy doing production. So we can all rejoice about that. That makes all the difference to me. So, whew, is all I'm saying. Whew. And I'm actually gonna take the weekend off. I'm gonna go to London, Ontario. It's only an hour away. Just you guys can be thinking of me because I'll be having so much fun. So, Sweetpea block 7. That's what we're doing today. And this is it. I printed it out. I don't normally print it out, but this is one of my favorites. And because I absolutely love the poison ivy or the poison leaves and the drawers beside it. That is really cool. Judy Quilt, glad you're taking a break from work. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. I feel kind of bad about it, but I'm going to anyways. Yes, Robin, have fun. I really hope so. I really hope so. Cindy King, I finished my first Sweetpea design, a beach bag. Oh, nice. And entering it in the county fair. Awesome. Awesome. So we have a couple techniques here. We've got this one is applique. I guess I could zoom in and maybe you guys could see better. I won't have to. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. So this is applique, and I'm going to use either one of these cork pieces. The orange one, you guys have seen that. And then I just found just a little piece of it. I'd like to point out that Beetlejuice was here, just so you guys know. Beetlejuice, my thiefy beagle. This one has the plastic over it, so I might do silver or I might do the plastic, but we're going to be skipping that one because these ones are the folded fabric. And it's going to be really good. Just hold on. Embroidery. So, yeah. So this is folded fabric, and this is going to be a lot of stitching. So it is applique, and I think this one's folded, it might not be. So we've got a whole bunch of techniques to do. Now we've done lots of the plastic ones. We've done quite a bit of them, so we know. We're going to start off with the just the applique with the cork for it, and I'm going to use kind of a different color. Instead of black, I'm going to use it's a really kind of bluish dark black. It's lovely. It's lovely. And I just thought it would be different. So what I've done is I pulled out one of my Halloween charm square packs. I'm going to do this for, which one? I think for this one. I think I'm going to do it for this one. Background. Remember I did it on another one? Oh, let's see. It's right here. Eyeballs. I did it on the eyeballs. So it's just kind of got a gold overlay on it, and it's nice. I like it. So that's just from a charm square, let's see, kind of like autumn, fall, you know. What size are you doing? I'll get to that. Oh, Rodog, hi. And Lynn, are you here? Arlen is here. All right. I'm doing the 6x6 just to be different. Just to be different. So I'm laying out my plan here. So this is going to go for the bottle one because I think it'll look really good. And for this, I thought, so I just have, whoop, how about we put it on the camera? So I was thinking something lighter like this, something. But these are just charm squares, and because I'm doing the 6x6, it's going to fit perfectly. So, which is awesome. Carol, welcome. Good morning, everybody. Or one like this. I haven't quite decided yet, but I think probably the spider webs. So this is just like half a charm square pack, but I just thought something lighter would look really good. So this is the first square. This is the second square. And let's see, the drawers, I had a really good idea for the drawers. So it's all folded fabric. So I could do it this way and see if I can precision place the folded fabric so it's like 2 lines on it. Or I could do it this way and just, maybe make it a little bit crooked like this. See how that's looking? So it looks like a really old cabinet. So once we get to the folded fabrics, like I said, we're going to skip this one because it's applique and we've done lots of that. So it's always good to work on folded fabric. So we'll see how this can look. Maybe I'll do both. Go horizontal. Yes, I don't know how difficult it would be, but I thought it would be really fun to try because I think that would look really good. Cindy King, Sue, you're creative with the fabrics. It's just how I see it. It just really is. Like I picture an old witchy cabinet and it can't be pretty because, it's been there for hundreds of years. So I'm trying to think, this is just a scrap that I had. I'm trying to think of how to make it look really good. And it's already like a little bit distressed and stuff. And I think it's going to look great. So either way, or maybe even always. So I'm going to see how that is going to work. Maybe we should just skip to that. Do you guys want to skip to that? Because I think this is like horizontal looks the best. Yes, okay. I've tried drawers, dollhouse embroidery project I'm working on for bureaus, and horizontal looks the best. There you go. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll check it out, but maybe we'll skip to the folded fabric because that's going to be the challenge of the day. That's what we're going to be doing. So maybe we can skip to that. Let me know how you guys feel about that. I think it would be fun. And last but not least are the flowers. The poison, whatever they are. Poison ivy. I don't know if that looks like poison ivy or not, but I get a sneeze. Oh. Oh, I did it quietly. There we go. Sorry. Sorry. And whatever cork I don't use here, I'm going to use here. I really like how this one looks, so maybe I will. And then for my shades of green, I'm going to pull out, I'll get it so you guys can see. Whoops. Wrong drawer, wrong drawer. Nope. One more maybe. Hold on. There it is. I am going to use the dime thread that has all the shades of green I need. Including the nice bright one. So it's all right there for me. I love it. I'm going to pick like a sage color for the lighter leaves, and it's all right there. It's all right there. So it's awesome. So Leah says, I wish I had the talent to pick colors and fabric for a project. That's what always takes the longest for me. I even have to ask my daughter's opinion at times. I just do what I want. I know that sounds terrible. There is some skill to it, but I don't pay any attention to that. I just do what I want, and I look around at my fabric. I have all my fabric so I can see it, and I look around, and I had this out from last week, and I thought, what can I do with that? Just scraps. What can I do with that? So, the spiderweb fabric pulls color from the... Oh, yeah, it'll be brilliant. You are correct. Almost exactly, but that'll stand out. Can you give the thread color numbers for these greens? I sure can. It is a thread quartet from Dime. It's exquisite thread, which I absolutely adore. I would love one day to have every single one of them, but I'm working on it. So classic greens, and I think there's blues, there's a whole bunch of different ones. So the first one is 1183, that's our limey kind of color. The next one is 988. The next one is 317. And the last one, which is an absolutely gorgeous dark green, is 240. So that's it. Yes, I can give the thread color numbers at any time. You guys can just let me know if you need it or when you need it, that sort of thing. So I think I'm going to put this piece down because Jill Scarsberg is exactly right. It's going to look really good with this, like this. Yeah, I think it's going to look really good. So, Captain Jack. I haven't used Captain Jack all week because I had, not all, but some of the big machines going on. Of course, Ragnar and Perry, who is a 6 needle. I haven't brought Harry up. Harry is my original, my first, I guess, multi-needle. And Terry is the other 10 needle, and it's simply broken. So I won't be able to use him. I'll have to figure out where the heck to take him. I have no idea. At least I have a car now. I can do that. So let's head on over to Captain Jack and we'll talk about what we're doing here. So I put the I put this in the batting. It warm and natural, but it's not really. So hi Diane, by the way. And you're very welcome, Cindy. Just always ask and I can call out the numbers. The weird color of black I'm using is from Gunold, and it's kind of a bluish black gray color. It's groovy. So we're gonna be using 6x6 hoop. You'll see the googly eyes in a minute. You can see Captain Jack's name there too. Ooh, sparkly, it almost matches. Cutaway and 6x6, and it's perfect for little pieces. So you could almost use Halloween scraps for it. You could strap him on the back of your bike if you don't have a car. Yeah, I'm not thinking that'll work. Great idea, though. Yeah, I got to get help to take him out of the house, man. So, but at least I have a car. I'm thankful for the small things in life. Bob and Police were good. It's about 3/4 full. There we are. Yep. This should be enough. I don't think I need to play chicken today. So we're good. And I did find this. It was on the floor because that's where I thought it would be. And I'm going to put the boo fabric down, but I'm going to skip everything just so we can get to the folded fabric and have fun with that. So the first step in the applique is, Lynn, what is it? What is it, Lynn? Placement. There we go. Placement. Oh, lock it down. There we go. And by the way, for these squares, the 6x6, I'm not sure about the other ones. I have not looked at the other ones, but for this one, I have to reduce the size a little bit. It comes into the machine at 6.22, so you have to 3 times, and I'm making sure I do it the exact same every time so that it looks the same, right? Yeah. So, can we fussy place this? We might be able to get that oh, but then we're going to be covering it up. Okay, so there's no point in doing that, so I'm just going to put it down, and we're going to know there's spider web. So I'm going to stitch it down, and then we're going to trim it, and then, oh, hi, Jill. With love from both Roger and me. Why, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all the help. It's always awesome. More fabric for me. Yay. Very excited to be able to get the upgrade. Oh, is there an upgrade for the Stellaire? Interesting. So I'm just going to do the placement for the label right here. And then I guess I could put a little piece down, couldn't I? I guess I could. And then trim both, and then we'll move along. This is lovely stuff. So there we go. Hopefully I just cut it big enough. I did. I'm pretty good at guessing. So we'll stitch that down, then I'll trim both, and then we'll play around with our drawers and see if it's too hard to do or if it's okay. But this stitching, there'll be satin stitching and lettering and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to go back and finish it after, I think, for sure. There's an upgrade to the Stellaire. I'm going to have to look it up and see what it is because I'm always interested in upgrades that they do. If I had money or the supportive brother, I would love the new thing that they have. It's a fabric printer, and I think, oh boy, would I have fun with that. I just would. So, nom nom nom, my little scissors. And this is a little bit thicker than normal. So I'm just going to take my time. We have some nice satin stitches, so you don't have to do it perfectly, sort of thing. The Stellaire got all the love from the Brother Convention. Well, that's good. I don't know what else they could do with the luminaires. So they've got the magnetic hoops. Did you know with the magnetic hoops, I think there's a 10 by 10 for the luminaire, that you have to slow the speed down, or it slows it down for you to something like silly. Just found there is an upgrade for this Stellaire. I'm just curious as to what it is, because usually the upgrades are fantastic. So Judy Quilt's all excited. She says, thanks for the news. Oh yeah. This is what Saturdays are all about, guys. It's all about this. So look, I love this. Do you guys want to zoom in? I love how it looks. Isn't that cool? Because it's kind of distressed, kind of. I did have my bigger scissors somewhere. Oh well, little nom-noms will do, right? Little nom-noms with the eyeball and I do cut it backwards. The way you're supposed to do it, I'm going to do it properly on here, is I'm going to do it this way. So see how much easier that glides along? That's what the duck-billed scissors are for. But I always seem to do it backwards. Oh, I'm going to cut a spider in half. Bummer. Bummer. Now, we don't have to worry about the edges on this because we have sashing to put. Remember, I told you guys that I'm using black. So I'm using black on it. And I use my AccuQuilt to just cut a whole bunch out. And I just leave it there and then it's there to use. So that's what I do. So, very cute. Very cute so far. I love the spider webs. So glad I chose the lighter color. So, let's go back to the machine and hoop it in. And, well, I guess we could do the satin stitches. That's fine. I started it, didn't I? But no. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I'll come back and do the satin stitches. We don't need to watch satin stitches. I am going to put the second piece of fabric down, though, because we want it to, you know, overlap properly. If you're going to skip stuff, you got to think about it a little bit and make sure that you're not changing the order or anything. So I had set out for this one. Where did I put it? There it is. But see how it overlaps a little bit right there? If you were to skip this completely, then it wouldn't look the same. Now we do have satin stitches to put over it, all that kind of stuff. But this can go in order. No problem. None. I like this. So wood, I'm going to put this one up and down. Obviously I did. I don't really care about the lettering because I don't think anyone is really going to read it. And it's going to have a bottle over it. I also decided I'm going to do neon pink and purple for whatever the stuff is in the bottle, the potion. All right, so let's go back to the desk. And I can trim. And I'm going to trim all of this. So I like having the fall, the wood fabric, all of it. It's a landscaping fabric. I think it's a whole lot of fun. But I'm gonna try the drawers like in a different way. I think it'll be interesting. Almost like an experiment. So we're talking about couching embroidery foot and new magnetic frame. Oh yeah, that's brand new. I think it also goes on the Luminaire. For sure. Over here in Canada land, the magnetic hoops are crazy expensive. So pass. I like the dime ones better. They're coming out with a new gadget for the dime ones, so you can have your hoops lined up, just by the way. So this is looking good. Now this is where our potion is going to be. So, I mean, it doesn't matter about the writing or anything. The fabric printer is 1,000. Yeah, that's 1,000 American, so when it hits Canadian, it's going to be way more than that. Nothing I can do right now, although I'd love it. I think that's the most fun you can have with embroidery. So there's some quilting stitches. I'm not going to do any of that, so I'm just skipping by color. And I can see that there's a little picture of everything on here. Oh, so we're going to do... Okay, it's not going in the same order. Well, so we're going to get all the applique done. That's how, if you want to skip, that's how you need to do it. And what did I pick for the top? I didn't pick anything. So I think I am going to do something interesting. See, this is when the charm squares come in super handy. It's really nice to have, just, you know, to fit in. Now, if you keep your scraps like I do, I think it would be okay at this size to use. I didn't know I was playing applique chicken. Oh, I did too. Alright, we'll see how the next one goes, and hopefully it doesn't get caught. If it covers it over enough, I'll be okay. Don't put your fingers by where it's stitching, by the way. Alright, I'm okay. Saved. Saved. Whew! Whew! That was close. See how it just went down on the edge? Don't play applique chicken. It's not safe. So, this is for the poison ivy kind of thing. No chicken. Make sure this is up enough. No more chicken. There we go. I saved it though. Yay! Yay! I like that. I like the stars and the moon and stuff like that. The falling stars and the swirls. Okay, so now we are going to go back to the desk and we're going to trim this out. And then we're going to fast forward to our drawer experiment. That's what we're going to do. So first, whoops, throw your scissors, catch them. Catch them. Now I never trim at the machine because I always feel like you don't get a good enough trim doing it that way. You need to move the hoop around to get the right angle. You know, your appliques don't have to be perfect, but the closer you get to the line, the better it's going to look always. So I don't want any of this cork sticking out. And if you're having a hard time trimming like this cork, just fold it like that. And then you have a little bit of a line and it makes it a whole lot easier. So yeah, better applique, aspire to do better applique. Doesn't have to be perfect. You guys can't even see the lines there. I can barely see the lines. My lights are on too. Jeez. All right, so fold it up. That helps too when you can't. I'm using black thread on it. Just fold it up a little bit and it gives you something that you can actually see. So far, this looks really good. I can't wait to see all those greens on this for sure. So let's go back to the machine and fast forward by color to the drawers. And we're doing the drawers last, but the rest right to the drawers. Okay. And then it's going to go back to the leaves. Cool. All right. So placement. So these are folded fabrics. So when you do folded fabrics, the first one is applique. And I'm going to be able to tell how I can do this properly. Now remember when we do the folded part of the fabric that the next one will cover over a little bit. I don't think it's going to matter too much. Like I could do it like this and have a stripe, or I could really be risky and try to get this larger one in. I have lots to play with, so I could. That one's a bit close. Let's pick one here. So that one might actually work. I'm going to try it. And it's kind of like a fussy placement. So I've got lines and I've got lines. So I want to make sure all my lines line up. And I should be pretty close. This is going to be a little bit more difficult when we do the folded fabric, but that's okay. I think it's cool. Pretty good. Pretty good. Really good. Ha! I did it. Yay! Yay, I did it. Can you guys see that? It's awesome. So now we do have to trim that. So let's go back to the desk. Oh, almost perfect. Just ever so slightly off. Ever so slightly. I'll zoom you guys in so you can see the closeness of it once I cut it a little bit. I'm really happy with that. That worked out. It's just the right size too. So there will be satin stitches over it too. So you don't have to be, 100% precise, right? Because the satin stitches will cover it up. And our next step is the folded fabric, and that'll also cover it up. So I'm not going to worry about this too much, trimming the bottom here, right here, because the folded fabric's going to cover it over. So far, I like it. I think I did a pretty good job for the first one. Woohoo! I like it. Let's go back to Captain Jack, my luminaire. And what are we going to do for this one? Now, this is going to be a little more difficult, I think. How about the lighter? How about I put the fabric the right side up? How about I do it this way with the lighter and just see how it goes? So folded fabric, you put the fabric face down in the opposite direction that you want to fold it. So when you're folding it, it's going like this, right? So you want to do it that way, face down in the opposite direction. Now the next step, and this is how I know that it's folded fabric, the next step is just a line. That's it, just a line. So we're going to stitch that. You can leave a little bit here like I'm doing, doesn't matter. Maybe because these are small Judy quilt that they will look better. I know what you're saying, but maybe it'll look better because it's... Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe. So then you just finger press. You want a really nice crease here. The next step is just going to tack this down. So I usually am very careful when I do ones like this. Just, you don't want to get your hands in there at all. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. We'll see how it comes together. So now we got to go back and trim because we have another one, another 2 drawers to do. So we got to figure out what's in these drawers. So, because it's old and rickety. It's old and rickety. Yeah, everybody go over, hit the thumbs up. We got to keep the views up, guys. Views up. Rewind crew is awesome. Thank you guys. Most people comment and they say, rewind crew, which is awesome. So what do we think? What do we think of this drawer? I think it looks okay. How about I do a crooked one next so it almost looks broken? Judy Quilt says, looking great so far. Yeah, because this is an old witch's cabinet, I think I can get away with them this way. I know what you're saying, Judy Quilt. I think the lines would look better, but it's witches, right? So who cares? I think that's cool. Let's go back to the luminaire and see if I can do something different here. So I think this is cool. Yeah, it's fun. Play with your fabric. It's fun. So the next step is a line. So therefore we know that it is folded fabric. So I want to do crooked. So I'm going to think about this. So something like that. I think exactly like that. So, I mean, I'm wasting a little bit of fabric, but it's not too bad. It's for the rickety witch. So, it's only across for our folded fabric, face down in the opposite direction that you're folding. So, if I don't like this at all, it's just a little bit to pick out. It's not the end of the world, right? So it's easy to experiment. I love embroidery experiments too, by the way. So now, oh, that might be okay. Oh, I kind of like it. It looks like it's falling apart, or cheaply made by an ogre. Something like that, right? Ha! Okay, well, one thing to remember is make sure you have all the bits covered. So I missed a little corner there, but it'll be okay because I know we have sashing to go over it. But I should have moved it that way. So this little part, I mean, it's hard to see. It's just a little corner. But you got to be careful of that when you're messing around. See, I like that. I like that. Back to the desk so we can trim. But yeah, I sometimes get that wrong. Now, it would be super easy to pick out if you needed to. I'm going to leave it because I know the sashing is going to cover it up. But if it's a total disaster and you don't like the way it looks at all, then just pick it out and try something else. It's easy. And it's kind of fun. It's a great way to, you know, really get a good use out of your fabric too. And give you the look that you want with just, you know, fabric. So isn't that cool? So this is starting to look like a really ugly witch's cabinet. And you can see that it's wood and it's crooked and it looks like it was just hacked together by Witchy Poo. And that's exactly what I wanted. So the next one, picking out works, but in this case, I just sew another one on top of what's there. Yeah, you can do that too, depending on how thick your fabric is, so it won't show through. Or unless you want it to show through, you know, whatever works for you. But yes, that would be easier. Just rewind and go back and do it again. So for this one, I'm either going to do this or I'm going to do that. So which one? I don't know. Let's go back to the machine and see what we've got here. So, okay, so I don't know if I can do the one drawer thing with folded fabric. I don't know. I don't know about that. But we can try, right? Oh, that might be just a perfect piece. Whew, that's going to be risky. All right, I might risk it. It's got to go this way, though. Make sure you're always placing it in the right spot. You could use scraps for this, too. I mean, the pieces are pretty small. So there we go. There we go. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna risk it, and then I'll have a line right through the middle. And if I don't like it, then we'll do it over again. So it's going to stitch the line face down in the opposite direction. If you guys noticed, I almost did it wrong, but I didn't. I think maybe this is doable. Fussy placement of folded fabric. Yeah, love it. And because it's a witchy cabinet, I made it crooked and it's perfect. Okay, super happy. Tack down. Tack it down. I want to see where the lines are. Woo! Yep, that's better than that one. Yep, I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. I love it. Let's go back to the desk for the last trimming. Now that is all of the applique. So I want to stitch right now. I want to stitch the drawer handles in the black, and then we could have a final idea of which drawer we think looks the best, or which one, you know, works for this, which one is better, which one, or if it's all of them. So I think we'll get more of a definition when we put the drawer pulls on it. So I'm going to do that and see if there's enough difference in the panels to make it look right. So interesting experiment. Interesting. Now I wouldn't want to do these all the way down, but I think like this would look good, like a bar and then facing the other way, bar facing the other way. The crooked ones, I like this one better, for sure, the bottom one. So let's go back to the machine and let it stitch out the labels or the drawer pulls, or I'm not even really sure what they are. I guess they're drawer pulls. So let's do that and see if that makes any difference, because I think it might. I think it might make it a little bit better. Let's see. Looking great so far, Sue. Yeah, thank you. Oh, Jesse, thank you for the thumbs up. Always appreciate it. I guess I could zoom you guys in, and then you can see it a little bit better. Apologies, Judy Quilt. I'll get rid of it. There we go. Yes, I think the drawer pulls are going to make the difference. You can see googly eyes. I love googly eyes on hoops. It's just so awesome. There we go. So, Judy Quilt, you can relax. You could relax. So, see the color? It's a really interesting color. I will have to take a picture of it so you guys can see it just a little bit better, because it's kind of cool. Bluey, black, dark, gray kind of thing. Relaxing. All right, Judy Quilt. There you go. There you go. Judy Quilt really dislikes having pieces of fabric bouncing around. So she's training me to, you know, clear it off or it drives her nuts. So I did it that time without asking. So yeah. So hot pink for the potion. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna have to use cork for the potion. I like the orange cork for it. Now, on the Sweetpea one, they have different colors for the drawers, and I think that looks good too. I'm wondering if this isn't going to be too busy. But maybe not. We'll see. That's why I wanted to do the drawer pulls, to see if it gives it more definition. Don't ever blow away the fluff. I learned that the hard way. Yes. I remember seeing that picture and I felt bad. The best way to do it is stop your machine, take your hoop out, not out, off the machine, and then dust it around very carefully. The only thing you have to do when you're doing that is just to make sure that your stabilizer doesn't move. You don't want it to move, so that's why. Yes. That's why I use a lint brush. I don't like the pieces either. Actually, that's a really good idea too. Just make sure your stabilizer doesn't move. Make sure your hoop is done tight enough. So, lint brush is actually a great idea. For sure. For sure. I don't care if there's pieces. I think Lynn and I, when we were stitching together, I think I stitched something on the back, or there was a little piece of something that kept showing up on the back of the hoop. It was driving me nuts, but I'm like, meh, whatever. Whatever. So I'm thinking the way I would do this if I was doing it again would be that I do a solid drawer, and then whichever one of these ones I like, and then a solid drawer, because I think these are too kind of busy this way. But we'll see. It's hard to tell until it's done, right? So, I mean, I like it, but I'm thinking there could be a better way. There we go. So now we're stitching the drawer pulls. Don't put your fingers there. But you can see a nice close-up of the color. Woohoo! I feel very bright today. So maybe... So this part, I guess, is what is throwing me off. This drawer and this drawer down here, because they match. The fabric matches. On this side, I think they all look fantastic. But just that one spot, it kind of makes it blend too much. I don't think it's bad though. I think it's just dandy. But yeah. It looks better. I think it looks better with it. This is one of my favorite parts of OML videos, watching Sue experiment and learning from her choices. Yeah, I love doing embroidery experiments, seriously. And when I saw the fabric in the little drawers, I thought to myself, that would be fun. So I'm going to go back up. We still have a few minutes. Now, when you do it this way, you got to make sure you remember what you've done, because you don't want the folded fabric lines to stitch on the top. So you have to pay a little bit attention to what you're doing next. Now, I went forward a lot. So, do you guys think I should do silver for the potion, or should I do the plastic? Because I'm not really sure. I am not sure. So, that's the inside. Okay, so now we're going to finish that off because I think the orange stands out really nice. We love that you experiment, Sue, how boring videos would be without our Sue. I love doing it because I'm curious to see if something's going to work. So I figure I might as well share it with you guys, right? Plastic. Okay, plastic this time. Perfect. Perfectly perfect. So, I don't know if you guys can see. No, probably not. I'll, pink plastic. Do you have any, Lynn? Lynn. I'm gonna miss Lynn. There's no girls' movie night tonight. So, sorry, Lynn. If I ever see the pink plastic like that, Lynn, I will buy a bucket of it for you. So your potions can all be in pink. Yeah, the color's really cool. I kind of like it. Perhaps the label on the last drawer would be in keeping if it was wonky too. Just an idea. Yeah. Yeah, the last drawer, you guys can't quite see it. So the top one's solid. The next one is in another direction. The third one is kind of crooked, like totally crooked. And the last one is also crooked, but it has two solid colors. So, yeah. Sorry, Sue. I know, Lynn. It's okay. But I'm leaving it all behind and going to London, so bleh. Not that you're being replaced, Lynn. I'm just going to do something different. I have not been out of my house for the weekend for... I can't even remember how long. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty excited, actually. Lynn, I'll fill you in on it later. Kimberbell has pink vinyl. Seriously, the see-through vinyl, that kind? Because I have, like, the HTV stuff. I have lots of pink and different kinds of pink. But the plastic, that would be impressive. That would be really impressive. And fun, too. I think, anyways. I've never seen it. So we're under 100 viewers. What happened? I guess I should have put in the title Embroidery Experiments. So, next week, I'm going to get everything, all my production done and out. And then we'll do a digitizing video. I don't know exactly when it's going to be, but it will be. And then Saturday, which will be exciting. Donnell says, you've helped me think outside the box. Not everything has to match, which is one of the hardest things for me. Always think of the lavender brown quilt, because the other two people, which I'm not going to name, they thought it would look terrible. Like absolutely terrible. And it looked stunning. But they thought I was kind of crazy. What are you doing, purple and brown? Yep. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It was a bit of a risk, but it turned out well. Don't be afraid to try is the point. I mean, if you do something that you don't particularly like, then, you know, do something different. But it's worth a try. So, lavender brown, awesome. Watching on my TV, but I'm here. Okay, thanks, Marianne. I'm glad you're here. We're talking about, oh, Lynn says that quilt was amazing. Yeah. It turned out way better than I thought. And it was all the designs were Anita Good designs, but not all from the same quilting project. So I pulled some different quilt blocks to put around. So it was for a relative, we'll say, in Oklahoma, and her name is Lavender, and she was getting married to a Brown, so her name was Lavender Brown. And me being me, I thought, well, what else would I do, really? If you don't do a lavender brown anything, that would be funny. So it turned out really well, mix and match, same color of purple, and I used different shades of brown. So one color of the lavender fabric and one color of the thread, and different shades of brown and a little bit of orange for the carrot. So it was spectacular, though. And I even did the binding with mitered corners. I was so happy. I stick to Hatch, but there are things in Brilliance that do look cool. You know, I use all of it. I use, you know, I'm back to using E4 for production and some of the fancier stuff, because you can really get technical with E4. And I use Embrilliance because, absolutely correct, it does really do some cool stuff. And I like it. It's a little more like IT technical to me, and I love it. So Judy Quilt, we need to Zoom or FaceTime. I was thinking about doing that, like maybe once a month, doing a Zoom call with people who want it. I think that would be fun, and have, you know, digitizing Zoom call. What do you guys think of that? Because I think it would be really fun and one-on-one help. I could make a membership. If enough people are interested, I could make a membership part on YouTube that once a month we do that. And I think that would be fun. You can ask. Yes, Sue, we want a Zoom call with our peeps. Yeah, I think that would be good. I tried the chat and I got threatened, so I'm never going to do that again, apparently. Yeah. It was awkward, and it was Facebook being awkward. But, okay, so I don't want to be threatened. So a Zoom call, I think that would be really cool. Where can I see the lavender brown quilt? We did videos on it, on quite a few of it. I don't know if there's a final, but I think I showed it every time. And just beware, it is stunning. Absolutely stunning. It's really spectacular. Lavender plus brown. Who'd have thought? Well, other than me. But there's videos on it, and I actually told her that, no, Lynn, I'll shout at you. You're just down the street, woman. Okay, so let's go back to the desk, and we can talk a little bit about what we've done. I'm going to do a close-up. So here's what we have. And I think the drawers are okay. You can see the lines of the folded fabric. You can see it. This one, I think if I had done the last one solid, I would like it a bit more. But this is still pretty good. Now, the cork, and now you can see the color. So it's not black. It's not black. Let me put something black beside it so you can see. See, it's not black, but it's kind of black. And I think that is absolutely fantastic for a thread color. I think it looks really, really good. Um, I like it. I really do like it. So here we're going to be doing the potion, and we've done this already. And then the greens for the poison ivy, but I like the light background. I like it. Great thread color. Yeah, it's different. It kind of, if you look at it a certain way, it looks bit bluey, like almost metallic blue. And I just thought that would be really fun to use. I have a couple of them, but it's from Gunold. I don't know if you guys can get Gunold. I'm just using what I have, right? For sure. So I think with some bright greens on this and a little bit of bright pink, and I love this dark orange, I might carry that into the potion as well. And I'm going to do plastic and just regular silver thread. So good experiment, guys. I think it turned out really well. It's some ideas. Having it not perfect like this will add to the quilt design and make it easier for you to use scraps too, because you can just, as long as it fits and covers up properly, it's going to look fantastic. So I'm really happy with that. It was a good experiment for sure. I think that's on an old witchy cabinet. I think that's perfect. And I do like it. I do like all of them. The applique was the easiest. This was second. These two were a little bit difficult, but you know, it's not impossible. So awesome. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to go ahead and like this video. Every little bit helps. You can search my channel, OML Embroidery, for the lavender brown quilt. It's a wonderful Anita Good design from a couple of different quilts, and I love it. I love it. So bye everyone. Haha, I'm going away on the weekend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.